ketchup on pasta.
Oh, what the hell? Who does that?
Who does that? We're gonna try. I'm just gonna like
Ketchup?
I just want a
Heinz.
plain pasta, and I'm just gonna
Heinz
have
ketchup.
Heinz on top of the ketchup, and I'm just gonna eat it from there, just right in front of him, right?
Okay, so let's stir the pot for a moment. What makes a restaurant truly local? Is it their commitment to traditions, or their willingness to innovate, or is it how they connect with the community? In Huntington Beach, Pasta Mark has entered the culinary scenes with bold flavors and even bolder mission to redefine how we think about Italian food. But here's the real question. In a city like ours, where food culture is deeply intertwined with lifestyle, does a place like Pasta Mark represents the future of dining in Surf City? Or is it a sign we're straying too far from the authenticity in the favor of food trends? What's your take? When was the last time you tried something that challenged your idea of what Italian food should be? And would you go back for more? Let's talk about Pasta Mark and its place in the ever-evolving Huntington Beach food scene. Welcome back to Huntington Beach Podcast, where we dive into the story, the businesses, and debates that make Surf City one of a kind. I'm your host, Gary Watt, exploring the vibrant community and uncovering the hidden gems that make Huntington Beach so much more than just a beach town. Today, we are spotlighting Pasta Mark, an exciting addition to Huntington Beach culinary landscape. Known for pushing the boundaries of traditional Italian cuisines, Pasta Mark is sparking the conversation and maybe a little controversial among foodies and locals alike. So whether you're a die-hard pasta purist or someone who loves an unexpected twist, this episode is for you. Let's find out if Pasta Mark is adding something special to Surf City, or they're stirring up too much trouble in the kitchen.
What's up, everyone? My name's Chef Mark with Pasta Mark. We are in Huntington Beach, California, where I do handmade pasta at a wine shop.
What makes your pasta better than every other pasta in town?
I would say mainly because I specialize in handmade pasta. So everything is made by hand from scratch. I get all the ingredients from the farmer's market, and I get a lot of high quality ingredients as well. And then I utilize a lot of the people that are around here. So I get a lot of stuff from 00 Pizza. There's another market over here. It's a cheese market. That I get a lot of really high quality stuff there.
So you do handmade pastas, and you're a pop-up also. How does a pop-up work? Tell the audience. Do you go into a store and say, hey, I want to make pasta here? How does that relationship look like?
I mean, they sell wine, so what goes better with wine and pasta? You know, it's amazing. When I first wanted to come out here, I wanted to do one of the easy ups. I wanted to come out here and sling pasta to everyone, but at the time I was just very new, and they wanted me to do dried pasta and freeze pasta, but I didn't have time for that. I just went in to get some wine, and they actually have a pop-up here at night on Thursday. It's like, let me do the pasta on Tuesday nights.
And what is the response? Like, how is the response with the restaurant?
A lot of them, like when you go out there, they're like, no one knows who you are. So you kind of have to show them. They gave me a trial day where they just brought everyone in here, all the regulars, and I just had to make pasta for everyone, and I got a lot of really good feedback.
Good.
Yeah.
If I had to ask you your favorite pasta, I know it's like you can't choose your favorite child, but what would your favorite pasta be if you had to choose one?
Well, I'm a up dad, so I can choose any child. I'm just kidding. I don't have any kids. My favorite is actually the Lemon Ricotta Ravioli. It's a hitter. Everything about it is amazing. It's not traditional, so I do a little spin, a new age spin on it. So I do like an agnolotti, and then I add a lot of really cool flavors in it.
Would you say your pasta is more traditional, or is it more like modern, kind of like fusion kind of stuff?
I like to do a lot of traditional techniques, and if I want to do something that is traditional, then I'll put that on the menu and explain that it is traditional. So the bolognese that I have, it's a traditional bolognese. I went to Bologna this past summer right here, and I learned from a pasta maestra, and she gave me a recipe. So we're doing Bologna pasta out here.
I have a question right here. How do you feel about people who say food truck, pop-up culinary is not the real thing, is not the real culinary experience? What would you say about that?
I actually won a Food Network TV show with a food truck in 2020. So I worked on a food truck for almost 10 years. It's a lot of fun. The difference though is I feel like it's more underground. A lot of people don't really know. It's not a restaurant or anything. So it's kind of like you get what you got. And I'm really passionate about what I do. So I feel like that speaks to my food. And that's why you should come out here. And that's why I feel like it's a lot better than going into other restaurants.
So you said you've been to Bologna and in Italy, right?
Yeah.
What was that experience like that kind of inspired you to kind of push forward? And did that make you want to do pasta more? Or was it like, do you think it's better there? or do you think like we can just do just as good over here?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been doing it for so long. So to say that we could do it better is a lot harder to do. But going over there and learning from them and taking a lot of techniques is really cool that I like to use and implement in my menu. So I feel like to have that here is a blessing. You know, a lot of people don't really have time to travel, so they get a little bit of Italy when they come out here.
That's beautiful. I love that. So I love that. So with being here and making pasta for people, what is the most joyous moment for you as a chef, as a culinary experience? Like, what would you say that would be?
The biggest joy is that I get to make pasta. Every day that I get to make pasta is just a really good day. I could be in the weeds and I just like, as long as I'm slinging pasta to people, I'm always having a good time.
Michelin stars, do you believe them or not?
Yeah, I worked at Alinea, I worked at Band of Bohemia in Chicago, 1-star Michelin restaurant. I worked in restaurants in San Francisco, 1-star.
So you think they're really worth something? Like those restaurants, they actually mean something, that they're doing something right. It's a good standard that you would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I strive for Michelin. I like to achieve that excellence. A lot of the stuff that I do is like Michelin forward.
Okay.
I can't do it at a pop-up, but I strive for Michelin, and I feel like they implement a lot of the new techniques and they bring it down, and it kind of like trickles down the food chain per se.
Okay.
And we get to see a lot of that too. So.
So with the Michelin star and with the pop-up experience, would you say like what is, in terms of food and influencers and in terms of Instagram, does that have effect on your business to say what your next pasta dish might be?
Yeah, absolutely. I like cooking for people, so I like to know everyone's favorite pasta, and I like to make, just really good food for everyone, and I like to try and find like a happy medium. So I like to make whatever, if someone wants me to make something for them, then I would love to make it. And that inspires me a little bit more, because not everyone is gonna like everything that I produce, but something that you really like, I'd love to replicate that and make it make you happy.
Yeah. Gluten-free fans.
Yeah,
what do you say
absolutely.
to that?
I have gluten-free pasta. I have gluten-free bread. I like to accommodate everyone. I worked for Chef Stephanie Izard, and she implemented a really good system where we kind of feed everyone. But at times it is kind of hard to feed everyone. I mean, gluten-free is hard with pasta, but I have gluten-free options.
Okay. What is the one pasta dish you absolutely hate?
I don't know. I've had a lot of really good pasta. I used to dislike lasagna.
Oh, okay.
But I went to Bologna and I learned a traditional Bologna lasagna recipe, and I fell back in love. And now it's on my menu and I eat it quite often. And
What's the difference that you're tasting from a handmade lasagna, do you think?
So much. The freshness, it's a lot lighter. And then the flour that I use is really high quality flour. So that is also implemented in the food as well.
Does the flour make a difference when it comes to pasta? Because I know
Caputo.
0-0.
Only use Caputo, baby.
So 0-0 imports their flour from Italy. Like he's from Rome. Does that make a difference in terms of feel, mouth? Also, like I lived in Italy for about a month.
Oh, nice.
Like, so I never got fat there. I never felt like you can eat a bunch of carbs and you're still okay. Is there a difference with the flour, you think?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a difference. The better quality for ingredients, the better you're gonna feel.
Ketchup on pasta.
Oh, what the hell? Who does that? I never done it. I don't know. I mean, ketchup with like fries and stuff. It depends. I can make a really cool like potato gnocchi with some like ricotta, or like I could kind of do like a ketchup and potato thing. So I could add the flavors and make something fun. Next week we'll do that. I'll do that for you. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna try. I'm just gonna like
ketchup.
I just want a plain pasta, and I'm just gonna have Heinz on top of the ketchup, and I'm just gonna eat it from there, just right in front of him, right?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
What is your favorite pasta?
My favorite pasta in general is, I really like cacio e pepe.
Okay.
I love when it's very pepper forward, that lemon zest I really like, and I love the chewy noodles. I love noodles in general. Like when I say noodles, I feel like the Marco Polo thing, where Italy got all their stuff. It's actually, none of it's Italian. Italian food is Mediterranean, but modern Italian is a mixture of the New World, which is from the tomato, which is from Americas, and then from China, which is the pasta. But we love hand-pulled noodles. So I love anything fresh. As long as it's fresh noodles,
I'll
eat it.
That's a great answer.
It could be olive oil, salt, fresh full noodles.
Thank you so much.
I love
Thank
that.
you. Yeah, and I'll see you Tuesday. I'm here every Tuesday.
Okay,
so come in.
we'll do it. Remember, Tuesdays, Huntington Beach Night Market. Thank you.
Ciao.
So as somebody who lives in Huntington Beach, I noticed how much food plays a role in this defining city's culture and character. From beachside tacos joints to fine dining establishment, every spot tells a story, and Pasta Mark's story is particularly compelling. For me, this podcast is a way to explore and celebrate the unique flavors of Huntington Beach while asking the deeper question: what makes a business truly part of this community? And how do we support innovation while preserving what we love about about Surf City. If you're a local business or sponsor who wants to be part of this conversation, reach out to us at www.huntingtonbeachpodcast.com. Together, we can keep uncovering stories that make Huntington Beach one of a kind. Pasta Mark isn't just serving Italian food. They're about serving conversations about how food can shape our identity as a community. Love them or not, their story highlights why Huntington Beach is more than just a place. It's an experience. Now, I want to hear from you. What does authentic Italian food mean to you? And does Pasta Mark fit the bill? Have you ever tried Pasta Marks? What is your honest take? Did they nail it or did they go too far? And thank you for tuning into Huntington Beach Podcast. If you got thoughts about Pasta Mark and the food scene or anything Surf City related, drop us a comment, DM, or reach out to us at www.huntingtonbeachpodcast.com. And if you're passionate about supporting local businesses as we are, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who loves Huntington Beach as much as we do. Let's keep celebrating everything that makes our city a hub of flavor, culture, and connection. Until next time.